Assalamu alaikum, boys. Hope everybody's doing okay. And you've all finished your math test. Um, and it wasn't that hard for you. This is a little bit of relief for you guys. I'm going to read you guys chapters 12 and 13 of Robin Hood. And this week, and I think going forward, we're going to do the comprehension questions online on a Google quiz. And that way you guys can type out your answers. But I would like you to answer in a couple sentences, so 2 or 3 sentences for each answer, okay? All right, chapter 12 and 13, here we go. Chapter 12 is called The Two Churchmen and the Bags of Gold, and chapter 13 is Sir Richard of Lee Comes Back to the Forest. Chapter 12. Another winter came and went. There was not much snow on the ground, and people could again use the Great North Road. One day Sir Richard of Lee will pay us the abbot's money, said Robin to Little John and Will Scarlet, but perhaps we can get the money back from the church first. A good plan, Robin, answered Little John. I will find a rich churchman and invite him to a forest dinner. Then he can pay us £500. That is not too expensive for our best forest deer, our whitest bread, and our finest wine. And guys, wine back then was also juice, okay? So they would call juice wine, okay? The next evening, Little John went to the road and waited at the robber's usual place behind a tree. He didn't have to wait long. 2 churchmen on beautiful white horses were on the road. The 2 men wore expensive clothes. They were afraid, and they often looked into the forest. Little John came out of the forest and moved to the middle of the road. Good evening, brothers, he called. Are you going to St. Mary's Abbey? They stopped their horses, and the younger churchman answered, Yes, we are going to visit the abbot. Are we near the abbey? We don't want to be on this road at night. People say robbers live in the forest near here. I am the abbot's man, said Little John. I can show you a quick way to the abbey. Follow me. So the 2 men followed Little John into the forest, and after a few minutes they saw smoke and then a fire. Robin's men were there. Where are we? Cried the churchman. Who are these men? This is not the abbey. Good evening, brothers, said Robin. Don't be afraid. We will not hurt you. We hope you will stay for dinner. The 2 churchmen were very unhappy, but they could not leave. So they got down from their horses and sat at Robin's table. Robin's men brought them meat, wine, and bread. The food was very good, but the churchmen couldn't eat. They were too afraid. Not hungry? Asked Robin. Please eat more, because we will ask you to pay something for your dinner. With a little church gold, we can help the abbot's villagers. On the abbot's land, there are many poor families. The men's faces were very white. We are only poor churchmen, they answered, and we have no money. Please don't kill us. Little John went to the churchmen's horses and looked in their bags. Then he called to Robin Hood. They are right, Robin. There is no money in their bags. We told you that, said one of them. Please, it is very late and we want to get to the abbey. My Lord Abbot is waiting for us. Wait, answered Robin. You are wearing some fine clothes. You can pay for your dinner with those. Take them off. What? Here? In the forest? Asked the man. The night is very cold. Take them off, Robin repeated. Or do you want me to help you? He took out his sword. The 2 men slowly took off all their clothes. The robbers looked at the churchmen and began to laugh. Under their clothes, each man had 5 large money bags. Look at that, said Little John. What do we have here? Aha! There is gold in these bags, £100 in each bag. We will take this gold, said Robin Hood. It is not yours, because you didn't have any money. Perhaps somebody put the gold there. Go now and tell the good abbot. Robin Hood found £1,000. The 2 men began to put on their clothes again. No, no, said Robin. You can give us your clothes too, and your horses. You can wear our old clothes and walk to the abbey. The 2 men ran away, and Robin Hood's men laughed for a long time. I would like to see the abbot's face tomorrow, said Little John. This is more money than we gave him. He will not be a happy man. So, boys, one of the things to remember here is that at that time, the church in England was very, very bad, corrupt. Okay, they were taking money from poor people, and they were not really being very fair to the poor people. And so it was not like the way Islam is, and the way that we believe in our religion. At that time, the people of the church were not taking care of people, which is the job of people from the churches and even from the masjid. So we're here to take care of poor people, and in Islam, it's something that we have to do. And at the time, they were not taking care of the poor people. So just something to keep in mind. Chapter 13. Sir Richard of Lee comes back to the forest. The next day, Sir Richard arrived. Robin, my good friend, he said, I have your money, and I am also bringing 100 arrows for you and your men. My wife and her friends made them. You are a good man, Robin answered. We are very happy about the arrows, but I will not take your gold. The abbot took that money last year, and yesterday the church gave it back to me. He told Sir Richard about the two churchmen and the bags of gold under their clothes. Now, said Robin, I would like to give you and your lady something. I would like to give your wife this beautiful white horse, and for you I have some fine clothes. The two churchmen arrived at the abbey later the next day, and also told their story. The abbot was very angry. Robin Hood is laughing now, he said, but one day the sheriff or I will kill him for this. So, what do you think the abbot is going to plan against Robin Hood? Okay. All right, boys, this is the link, and I will add it to the description as well as the email that will accompany this. And this will be the Google form that you need to fill out with the comprehension questions. Remember, answer in 2 or 3 sentences for each question. Take care.